Do you suffer from gut problems like bloating, constipation, and gas? If so, you'd probably want to get rid of them, regardless of whether they give you discomfort regularly or are simply an occasional annoyance. But how? Is there really any food that can help with gut health? Well, we'll find out in just a second, but first, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell so that you get notified every time we upload a new video. Now, let's get right into today's video. But before we get started, let's take a look at what exactly goes on within our bodies to cause such gut issues. After all, knowledge is power. What comes to mind when you hear the word bacteria? Something nasty, right? However, in recent years, there's been a rising public understanding that this once hated enemy is alive, active, and even beneficial deep within our digestive tract. Scientists believe that a normal individual has around 100 trillion bacteria, from up to 1,000 distinct strains living in the nooks and crannies of our digestive system. However, not all of them are beneficial. Some of them are harmful, and they're the root cause of your gut problems. So to heal our gut while also promoting the growth of the beneficial bacteria currently present in our digestive tract, experts suggest eating more whole food containing probiotics. Here's a list of the top 10 probiotic foods that keep your gut healthy. Number 10. Kombucha. The origins of kombucha are unknown, although it's assumed to be from China or Japan. It's made by fermenting black or green tea with certain bacteria, yeast, and sugar strains for a week or longer. The fermentation process generates acetic acid and many other acidic chemicals and trace amounts of alcohol and carbon dioxide. In addition, the combination also contains a high number of bacteria that have probiotic properties. These bacteria can help with digestion, inflammation, and even weight loss. Indeed, some great benefits. However, do not purchase pasteurized kombucha as it's very low in probiotic levels. Instead, pick raw kombucha and reap the benefits. Number 9. Yogurt. Yogurt is probably the most well-known and widely available probiotic food. It's produced by mixing milk or cream with live active cultures, known as probiotics. Yogurt enhances intestinal transit time, stimulates the portion of your immune system that lives in your gut, and aids lactose digestion for people with lactose intolerance. In addition to being a good source of protein, calcium, and B vitamins, yogurt also has the potential to act as a symbiotic. Symbiotics, for those unfamiliar, use the synergistic effects of prebiotics and probiotics at the same time. But what can you do to make your yogurt more symbiotic? Simply top your yogurt with fresh fruit, which is high in prebiotic fiber, natural sweetness, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. However, it's important to remember that not all yogurts are the same. Pick a basic, unsweetened yogurt. If the dairy is grass-fed, it earns extra points. Number 8. Kefir. Kefir could be useful to anyone who has gut problems. Not only does it provide lots of good bacteria for your stomach, it also has antimicrobial and antifungal qualities. But what is kefir exactly? Kefir is a fermented milk drink that resembles a thin yogurt that can be consumed. It's made by combining milk proteins with a variety of yeasts and healthy bacteria known as kefir grains. The resulting kefir drink comprises a range of lactobacilli bacteria, fungus, and several types of helpful yeasts. Lactobacilli bacteria strains found in kefir protects us from bad bacteria, lower cholesterol, stimulate the immune system, and have an anti-diabetic antioxidant, anti-cancer, and anti-allergy properties. However, As with yogurt, less is more. The plain, full-fat varieties have the most benefit. So make sure to avoid kefir with flavorings and sugar. Number 7. Pickles. You probably consume pickles all the time without realizing that they're actually a good source of probiotics. Yes, you heard that right. Pickles are a probiotic food as they're fermented cucumbers that are high in lactic acid bacteria probiotics. However, keep in mind that not all pickles are made equal. Raw fermented pickles are made with salt and water, while some commercial brands are made with vinegar. Vinegar kills the live bacteria, defeating the purpose of fermentation. So when you buy fermented goods, make sure that they were prepared without the use of vinegar. Number 6. Miso Soup. Miso is a classic Japanese spice that may be found in a variety of traditional Japanese foods. It's the star ingredient in miso soup and helps enhance the flavor of this delicious Japanese dish. Not only is this soup tasty, but it's also packed with probiotics, which helps maintain your gut health. The probiotic A. oryzae found in miso soup can help to lower the risk of inflammatory bowel disease and other digestive issues. But even more importantly, it has the added benefit of being really easy to prepare. Simply dissolve a teaspoon of miso in a saucepan of water, including seaweed and any desired ingredients. Bring it to a boil, and you've got yourself a bowl of nutritious food. Number 5. Tempeh. Tempeh, which comes from Indonesia, is typically prepared from fermented soybeans using a particular fungus. However, it may also be prepared from other beans or whole grains. Tempeh serves as a prebiotic or a dietary item that encourages the development or activity of good bacteria already present in your gut. And don't worry, it's just as simple to make tempeh as it is to make miso. Simply chop it up and toss it into a stir-fry. It's also a great source of protein, which makes it a nutritious food too. Number 4. Natto. The harsh flavor and sticky texture of natto may take some time to get used to, but the potential benefits are well worth it. Natto is a Japanese fermented food prepared by mixing soybeans with a spore-forming bacteria that functions as both a probiotic and a prebiotic. The pore-forming bacteria has been shown to improve immune function, cardiovascular health, and enhance digestion of vitamin K2. In one study, 2 billion probiotic strains identified in natto were given to elderly people. Over the course of the 4-month trial, those who were given the probiotic strain had a 55% lower risk of getting a respiratory infection. Furthermore, a probiotic-rich diet can also minimize the requirement for antibiotics by about 33% when recovering from an illness, so definitely worth a shot. Number 3. Sauerkraut. Sauerkraut, made from fermented cabbage and other probiotic vegetables, is low in probiotics but high in organic acids, which help grow good bacteria. In an experiment published in the journal Functional Foods in Health and Disease, researchers looked at the number of probiotics in different amounts of sauerkraut and discovered that even a 2 tablespoon serving provides a significant amount of good bacteria, about 1.5 million colony-forming units, or CFU. However, you can't just grab any jar of sauerkraut off the store if you want to get the probiotic benefits. Sauerkraut that has been pasteurized and treated has little to no live bacteria. So you want to go for raw and refrigerated sauerkraut with simply cabbage and salt as the only ingredients. Number 2. Kimchi. Kimchi is the cousin of sauerkraut and the Korean version of fermented vegetables. It's made by combining the main ingredient, like Chinese cabbage, with a variety of additional foods and spices such as radishes, garlic, carrots, ginger, red pepper flakes, onion, fish sauce, and sea salt. After that, the mixture is left to ferment for about 14 days, resulting in a flavorful probiotic-rich ingredient. Clinical studies on kimchi have shown that it improves metabolic health indicators such as blood glucose, lipids, insulin resistance, and blood pressure. In a nutrition research study, both fermented and fresh kimchi improved metabolic health. However, the fermented kimchi resulted in higher changes in body fat, blood sugar, blood pressure, and cholesterol levels. Number 1. Raw cheese. Raw cheeses are fermented and cultured dairy products that begin as raw milk. Raw dairy includes enzymes and healthy bacteria on its own, which are all beneficial to your digestion and stomach. Since raw cheese is prepared by culturing raw milk and encouraging the growth of already existent beneficial bacteria, or by adding even more beneficial bacteria to the milk, probiotic levels and their benefits are increased. Probiotics are particularly high in goat's milk, sheep's milk, and A2 cow's soft cheeses. However, make sure to choose raw and unpasteurized cheeses if you want to get probiotics, as pasteurized and processed cheeses often lack beneficial bacteria. So what are your thoughts on these probiotic foods? Do you consume any of these probiotic foods? If you do, please share it in the comments section below. Once again, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and check out the playlist of my top videos on health and wellness, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and take care!